Hello, my name is Jawad Roshan. I'm 24 years old and I quit my job as a software engineer to start my training as a pilot. And no, this is not going to be one of those videos where I talk about all the bad things that were there in my old job and all the good things that is going to be there in my new path. And you get depressed by the end of the video. It's not going to be one of those videos because I've experienced that a lot. This video is going to be more practical and I'm gonna split this video into two halves where in the first half I talk about my story and I explain why I've chosen this career at this point of my life. And the second half is gonna be general about the factors that you have to consider if you're gonna take a career in aviation as a pilot. And let us get started. 6 years back, I finished my schooling in a place nearby Chennai, outer Chennai, and I had no idea or no ambitions in my life at that point of my time, except maybe money or living a good life. So I did computer science in my 11th and 12th, along with maths, physics, chemistry, and after that I was very confused on what to choose. My family was really liberating. They gave me the freedom of choosing whatever I want. They were ready to let me do an arts course or even engineering or whatever I wanted. They asked me multiple times. They gave me the freedom. I'm really lucky to have such great parents and family. Despite of that, I did a lot of research going around the internet, and after all that, I came around this electronics and communications engineering course, and I wanted to take that at that moment because this course would lead to working in robotics and stuff. This is what I studied. I mean, learned from the research. So we have something called counseling in school to choose colleges. You have to put your preferred colleges in descending order. Maybe highest priority should be on the top. And I put electronics and communications in my all desired colleges in that list. And the first college that I had put was Shivnada University, which is SSN. You might have heard it recently about it a lot. And there's a movie called Dragon in Tamil, and the director and the actor are from that college. They are my seniors. So a bit of history about the college. And lucky me, I got the first college that I put on the list. The first one was Electronics and Communications in SSN Engineering College. After joining the college, like I was enjoying my college and I did my best to earn a good grade throughout the college and did not have any ideas. And after 4 years of my engineering, and I had a big doubt that do I really love this particular field of study. I do love some aspects of it still. I mean, even now, I like the physics part and some of the maths. I really love those subjects. But when it came to placements, this is something that a lot of engineering students face. People who have done their engineering in a very good college, they have to choose between choosing an average package in a core job versus a very good salary in an IT job. And the placements they were training us for IT job, software engineering job. And when I started that, I liked one part of software engineering. Even now, I like this part of software engineering, which is problem solving, which look like puzzles to me, especially DSA or something like that. I had to consider my family's situation at that moment, which was not very great. And it was not really that bad, but we had some family issues and everything. And I was not concentrating much on what I love more than what's suitable for me to get into a good future. That was my thought process at that time. Finally, I had gotten two jobs and took the offer which had higher package, of course, which is a company called Optum. It's a US healthcare company, which is a Fortune 4 company. So I was really happy, like gave sweets to my family. My family was also happy. The job was in Hyderabad, and I went to the job and it was a really great experience. Like it's been 2.5 years working in the company. It was very fun because of one big factor, which is work-life balance. You don't get it a lot. The package was very good. I mean, it was not the greatest that you would see on Quora or YouTube saying that I quit my 35 lakhs package. It's not that big, but it's a very decent package that you can consider for a fresher. And I had a very good work-life balance, very good respect from my manager and my senior managers' leadership. I got promoted twice during this 2.5 years of my career. And even though everything was going great, something happens during this phase of 2.5 years where I have started earning and I started traveling. And during this traveling, every time I get into a flight, I see this particular profession which is really, really eye catchy, and it gets to you. I mean, you start loving the personality that they show, you know whom I'm not talking about, the pilots that come, enter, and they have that certain, I don't know, the respect comes out naturally for them. And it's something that started like catching my eye, and this love was starting to grow as I started to travel a lot. And I've traveled a lot during these 2.5 years. I went to Singapore, Malaysia, Rajasthan, Ketakanta trek, and I've done like a lot of places as much as possible. And during the last 4 5 months, like the career was demanding more out of me. It wanted me to like work 8 hours, 10 hours, for like 12 hours per day, because the demand was increasing, because your responsibilities were increasing and you've gotten promoted. The demand was increasing. Now, this part of work life balance was a question to me, at least for the future. When I get into 30 years old, I didn't want to be that person who's going to sit in front of his laptop and code. This is my preference. It's not against anyone. If you have that preference, it's totally cool to be working like that. And going to gym was getting difficult. Having a very good diet was getting difficult. Alongside these two things are happening, where I'm traveling and seeing pilots, and where my lifestyle is getting a little difficult as a software engineer. And then I have a conversation with a friend about this career in pilot. I say that, hey, this is a very cool job, and he explains everything about how to become a pilot and everything. And after that, I wasn't able to literally sleep for a few days. It's like a big question mark. And I went and speak to people who I love, my mother, saying that I'm interested in this. What do you think about that? They are skeptical. Even now, they're skeptical. But after a great set of discussions, and considering our financial situation and the amount of money that we have, and how much amount I have saved in my life. After everything, like it took almost 1 month of thinking, at least 15 days of thinking. It's a very short time to think, to be honest. And after that, I decided, okay, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start this. And the best part that I was able to find is a cadet program, which was offered by Indigo. We'll have another video speaking about this if you guys want it. Uh, but this is how I chose to be a pilot, and I put my notice period. I mean, I put my resignation. Now I am in my notice period, and I've been selected for the cadet program in Indigo. I've done my LOI. I have to start the ground exams. I have not cleared anything. I've not even gotten my computer number. I've applied for that. It's a long pathway if you know about the journey. But this is how I choose this career as my future. I think there are three major factors that you have to consider if you are thinking about switching or starting a career in aviation as a pilot. And the first biggest factor is, do you like this job? Uh, Even though you like it from a third person perspective, you have to love the job to try your best to do that job. The first part is you have to love the flying. You have to like agree with the fact that there will be a lot of traveling. You have to move around, and there will be a lot of training. Some people just don't like flying in a aircraft normally. So this is not something that would suit them. Think about this. Think about what's there in the job, and if you really love it, and this factor will be a tick mark for you. Or else you have to reconsider, because there's a lot of other career options out there. So there's a lot of formalities involved, and there's a lot of moving around, filling forms. These kind of stuffs are there, and it's there in a lot of jobs. But do some research about this job before deciding to go with this decision. Don't go just because you see a pilot and he's looking so cool. There's a lot of hidden stuff behind it. Go and do your research. And the second factor is financial. Of course, if you are choosing a career in aviation, this is the major factor where people will say, no, this is not suitable for me. And I believe that you have to think about your situation very seriously and then decide to go for it. One of the factors is your family should be independent from you. They shouldn't be dependent on your salary. whatever you're earning now, or they shouldn't be dependent on whatever you're gonna earn if you're doing a college or school right now. It is gonna cost a lot, because I would say even if you go with the conventional path, the best conventional paths, it's gonna cost you somewhere around 70 lakh, and if you're going for a cadet program, it's a minimum of 1 crore. So this is a huge amount. If you've been working and saving money, then that's great. That will contribute to the fees. So it costs around 70 lakhs to 1 crore, and the return on investment is good. You will get a good package later on in your career, not immediately in the start. But what I want to say here is you can earn this money without, I mean, with a very less investment through other career options also. For example, there are senior, like old software engineers who earn around 70 lakhs to 1 crore. If you become a director in a managerial position, you earn that money. It might take a longer time, but there's no investment of 1 crore for that. Your engineering degree is enough. And if you have a good job, and if you don't like this particular pilot career, there are other career options which you can choose and still get into this particular salary in the future. That's why I said the first point is important. You should love this in order to, I mean, really think about affording this 1 crore of fees, or 70 lakhs to 1 crore of fees. A particular suggestion that I saw from YouTubers was you should be at least able to afford 70% of the fee from your own pocket. I mean, by your own, either you or your family, or else the loan is going to be hectic. Third and last one, I would say, is your fitness. No need to be super fit. No need to have six packs, and no need to be able to do 50 push-ups in one go. That's not required in this field. What I mean by medical fitness is you should have good medical parameters when you do a blood test, urine test, your eye test, your hearing test. It should all pass. So I would suggest you to do a class 2 medicals before you start working on any of these pilot career. That will at least tell you that if you have any major flaws which will in future stop you from taking this career. And you should have a decent physical fitness, come under the ideal range of BMI, and have a good, I mean, lifestyle. That's one of the reasons that I love this career for. And I mean, the demand to be fit is very nice, which is not there in software engineering. They don't demand you to be fit. However you are, you do the job in front of your laptop. That's enough for them. But to be a pilot, I think that it's a necessity. And doctors look at you, and if you're not fit, they give you comments about that and ask you to reduce your weight. So it's very important to be fit, not just physically fit, I mean medically fit also. Your medical tests should be proper. And if you have something like color blindness, or your eyesight is not great, you can wear glasses. But if you have something called color blindness, I'm not sure if you can get into this career. So look at the list of requirements medically, what's required for you to choose this profession, because that might be a reason for you to, I mean, regret this later on. So after considering these, there are minor factors also, but I think that these are the three major factors that you have to consider. I believe that I've been pretty honest with whatever I've said right now. This is our first video in this channel, and I've had a Tamil channel. If you're from Tamil Nadu, please take a look at that. I'll put it in the description. Please subscribe and like this video for more future content. And the niche of this channel is gonna be more of my pilot career. And sometimes I wish to talk about philosophical stuff or national issues in English, if I think so. And this videos are gonna be in the language of English. And this is the introduction I wanted to give. And thanks for staying till the end. Have a nice day.